What is up, ladies and gentlemen? A few days ago I filmed this video, and if you've seen the title, which I'm sure you have, you know it is the unboxing of a new reel, the Shimano Casitas. Unfortunately, when I filmed this video the other day, the whole intro turned out to be straight balls. The audio was just completely out, so I can't use it. I will pop up over here like what it looked like when I unboxed it so you guys can see, but there's no audio, so I have to redo it. And I didn't want to take all the line off the reel, put it back in the box, and then open it like it's brand new, because that's not genuine. And I wanted it to be genuine. So instead of that, all I can do is go over what I thought when I unboxed it, what I thought about the looks, the performance of it, the feel of it, just everything about it. So the reel that we are talking about is the Shimano Casitas. And I mean, it looks really sharp. It's really slick, feels good in my hands, and I mean, I just love the overall look of it. And straight out of the box, I had high expectations because it's a Shimano, and everybody knows what comes with the name Shimano, so I had high expectations. And I will tell you right now, the looks and feel of this reel did not disappoint whatsoever. It is a 6:3-to-1, so I planned on using it for my moving baits, spinner baits, chatter baits, crank baits, and all of that. It is a graphite frame, which I also like, and it is that dark steel color, which is freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the things that I noticed right out of the box that I really liked. Number one, as I've already said, the way it looks is spicy. Number two, I really like the location of the braking system here that you can spin. And also, I like how simple this is. There's only 4. So I like to start out half and half on all of my reels. So I have 2 turned on and 2 turned off. And that was a duck. So I like having like half and half, and you can always go back in and adjust accordingly. Also, even though it looks really small, it holds quite a bit of line. I'm not sure the exact. If I find out, I'll put it up somewhere, but it holds quite a bit of line. These paddings right here are the most comfortable paddings that I have ever felt on a reel. It's like this thick rubber, and it just doesn't even feel like I'm holding like a fishing reel. So, I mean, as you can tell, I freaking love it, and it's hands down my favorite reel that I own right now. Another thing that I really like about it is this half button here. I like the fact that it doesn't go all the way across. I'm not sure if there is an exact reason for why they do that, but I do like it. One reason is it's easy for me to get back in there and clean, whereas my other reels, I have to like take a Q-tip and then like something sharp and press it down in there, and like it's complicated. You have to figure out little tricky ways to get in certain little spots to clean out your reel, and that just makes it just a tad bit easier to get underneath the button. There's really not much else that I can say about it. It's a fishing reel. You guys know all about fishing reels, and it's a bait caster. I mean, it works just like every other bait caster, but in my opinion, smoother and better. It's just a higher quality. And for those of you who know me, you know that I am a fisherman on an extreme budget, which brings me to the price point of this reel right here. Even though it is a Shimano, this is one of the lower end Shimanos, along with the SLX. You can snatch this reel up from about 100 to 120 bucks, depending on where you get it. I picked this one up for a little over $100, and I'm so glad I did. But you guys will see here in a second how well it performed, and if I had any issues with it while I was out on the water. Before we do get started, I will go ahead and say the day turned out to be quite different than I expected. I went to the dump because it was on my way home, and I expected to just do the unboxing, go over the reel a little bit, make a few casts to see how well it casted, and maybe get lucky and catch a small fish. The dump has not been producing for me lately, so I didn't think it would be a good day, but we had quite a pleasant surprise. So you guys stay tuned for that. Before we do get into this video, I wanted to thank you guys for all of your support. I truly appreciate you. If you've been enjoying my videos, leave a like on this video, drop a comment down below, let me know what you want to see or what you don't want to see. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Don't forget to ring the post notification bell so YouTube will notify you every single time that I upload a new video. Also, verse of the day is popping up right here on the screen. It's one of my favorite verses, so Sean Holt, thank you for recommending it. I truly appreciate it. It is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 8. So you guys take your time to read that, enjoy it, because it is an awesome verse. Once again, Sean, thank you so much for the recommendation. I appreciate you. With all of that being said, I'm going to shut up now and let this video roll because it is one of my favorite videos that I've ever filmed. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to shut up now. Okay, so here's where we're at. I come back over here to the truck and I had to change into a long sleeve shirt because even though I'm dying and dripping sweat, the bugs are absolutely eating me alive. Plus I don't want to sunburn, so this is a fishing shirt. It's not like super hot. But I'm going to take this Shimano Casitas with the Guggen Squad hammer hook and those horny toads, and I'm going to try my best to walk to the other side. We have about an hour and a half to fish still, so I'm going to try to throw that horny toad around the bank line because I'm hearing all kinds of topwater blubs over there, and who knows, we might get lucky and catch a giant. So you guys stay tuned. Let's go walking. If you guys have seen some of my older videos, this used to look a whole lot different. None of this grass was here. It wasn't grown up at all like this. Even in the summer, it was never like this. And this, you couldn't cross here. It was down there and we had to build like a rock bridge. And now you can kind of just walk across it. Even though it's kind of soft in certain places, you can just walk across it. And I don't know, it just looks so much different. But hopefully people have still been coming up here and this, yeah. People come up here and they clear out a path. And that's good. That's what we need. Because I'm not walking through that. Ain't happening. That's a lie. Of course I would. But I prefer not to. But just look at this place. Tell me it doesn't look like frog heaven. Definitely got to get some braid on my Shimano SLX and come back here. Alright, so I was walking and a sharp sting hit my leg. And I was stepping over a tree with like big bars on it, or big spikes, whatever you want to call them. So I'm hoping that's what hit me, because if that was a snake, that would suck. Oh, that was awesome. He's on the tree. Get off the tree. Get off the tree. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do here, guys. Just hold pressure. Hold pressure. Oh my God. I'm stuck, y'all. Maybe I can let him run. And this is a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. Man, I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Oh, I'm gonna fall in trying to get this fish off of this tree. There we go. Yes. Oh my God, guys, I am so sorry. That was an absolute disaster. On a good note, we got a decent one on the Casitas, and first ever fish on one of those frogs. It's a fat one too. Not a giant fish, but definitely fun to catch. I seen that tactic on
the Bama bass, I believe. And he throws a frog over a tree limb and kind of bounces it there, and they usually come up and hit it. And I've done it a few times and missed a couple, but I've never had one actually hit hard enough for me to hook. So that was pretty exciting, but really, really hard to get the fish over the limb. But I'm gonna quit talking, getting back in there. Thank you so much for biting, dude. Oh, look how fat. See you later, buddy. There he goes, happy and healthy. Man, that was insane. Oh, wow. Googan Squad hammer hook just held on to that bass. Just held on. I'm not one to jump on bandwagons and say, go buy it just because it's Googan Squad, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I got them, I didn't even buy them myself. I got them on Mystery Tackle Box. And I will tell you right now, they work really, really well. So you guys should probably go pick you up some hammer hooks. Now this is a spot that usually holds a decent fish. I'm not sure about right now where it's sunny and I'm using the top water like I said, but there usually is a fairly decent fish beside of this laydown. I just heard one, a really good one too. There he is. Yeah. This is so fun, you guys. So fun. Another really nice bass right there. He's pooping, so I'm not gonna turn him sideways. I don't want to get poop on me. These hammer hooks, man. My drag slipped. I don't have my drag set, so my drag slipped, and this hook still penetrated completely. And once again, held on. Man, this is super fun. I watched him. I heard him hit right over here on the side of the bank. And while I was reeling in, I watched him come out and just chase it and just slam it. That was insane. I'm gonna grab a picture real quick and then I'll get him back in the water. You guys, come on. You gotta leave a like for that right there. He absolutely slammed this thing right by the bank, right at that laydown where I said he would be. I seen him fly around the laydown and just follow it all the way up and just hammer it. So you guys leave a like for that. Let's go ahead and get him back. See you, buddy. Thank you for the bite. There he goes. Yes. I mean, it's 100 degrees out right now and we are slamming them on top water. Let's try to catch another one. We're about to have to leave in about 30 minutes, so, which I'm okay with. Let's go. They're short and fat. This hook, man, I'm so impressed right now. I didn't even get a good hook set on that. Plus, I'm using a medium heavy Excursion, a Shakespeare Excursion. That is not a good top water rod at all. Like, not even a little bit. And I'm not getting good hook sets at all, and this thing is just sticking them. Yes, this is number 3 that is about this size. Look how fat they are. All right, buddy, see you later. This is turning out to be the best day I've had at the dump since like 2 years ago. When I first started coming here, I slayed them, and then last year, you know, we didn't do too well. I mean, I caught a couple really big ones, but for the most part, we would get skunked every time we came up here. So this is a pleasant surprise. Okay guys, we have enough time for just a few casts and then I have to go. The reason I have to go is I gotta get back to the house and get ready, and I gotta go to work. I wasn't even gonna come fishing today, but my mom needed a ride to the hospital because she's having surgery, and I took her, and right after I took her, I just decided to go ahead and stop and film the video about this new reel, and I'm super glad that I did. This has turned out to be an absolutely epic day. I just missed another one. I was talking, wasn't paying attention, but as I was saying, this has turned out to be an epic day. One of the best days I've had in quite some time. You know, I just came out here. I've been complaining about this pond. I came out here expecting to just show you guys the new reel, tell you the specs on it and my first impressions, and we end up cranking on some pretty nice fish. So I can't complain. This has been an awesome day. There we go. No, he's in the grass. He's in the grass hard. He's in the grass hard. He's in the grass hard. Is he still on there? Is he still on there? Is he still on there? Yes! Look at that. Look at that. Oh man, that was amazing. That was amazing. Look at, oh wow. Look, the hook, and now look at that toad. Oh, wow. The sun went down a little bit, and I knew that was my chance. One last look at this guy. He's bleeding a little bit on his mouth where I hooked him, but, you know, he'll be all right. I'm gonna have to kind of toss him past all this grass because I don't want to get him stuck, but it's super deep out there, so he'll be perfectly fine. See you, buddy. Thanks for the fight. Thanks for the bite. There he goes. Sweet. Just wow. Like, today did not turn out how I expected. Today has been an epic day. I literally just went to the dump only because it's on my way home, and I wouldn't have to go super far out of my way to get here, and I only wanted to film the unboxing, first impressions, and small review of the Shimano Casitas. I only expected to unbox it, tell you what I thought of it, tie it on, make a few casts and tell you how well it performed, and maybe get lucky and catch a bass. I had no idea that I would be out here in 93-degree weather catching decent sized bass on top water. No idea. I mean, that doesn't even sound real given the conditions. I don't know, but it's amazing. I had an absolute blast. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, but I mean, I live for days like this. I fish for days like this. Unfortunately, I can't stay out too long though, because I got to get back home and get ready for work. But I wanted to go over a little bit and explain to you what I loved about the reel, what I didn't love about the reel, just my overall review on it as of now. Keep in mind, I've only owned it for one night and I've only used it for about 2 hours. So I can't give you a definite, this is an amazing reel or this is a terrible reel. It's just going to be my review as of now, as it stands. But before I do that, there's two things that I want to mention that I am pleasantly, I don't want to say surprised, but one of them I'm super surprised about, but the other one I'm happy about. Number one, this Shakespeare excursion rod. It's a 6.6 medium heavy, and it's super cheap. It's at Walmart, it's 20 bucks. And
I'm surprised at how well it performed. I'm fishing on top water with it, and I never needed like more backbone. It got it done every single time I set the hook, unless the fish missed the bait. But for the most part, it got it done. And while I was reeling in the fish, like, it felt very sturdy. So I'm super happy with that. The other thing that I want to mention is the Googan Squad hammer hooks. Now, I'm not super surprised that they're that good, but I am really happy that they're that good. And I know I'm definitely going to have to pick some more up, because even if this rod is too light to set the hook on a topwater fish, or, you know, while I'm flipping or pitching or anything like that, these hooks just stick in. Like, I literally, there was a few hook sets that I kind of missed and messed up a little bit, and it was more like I was just reeling into the fish, but the hooks were just already all the way through and holding the fish. And plus, that one that I had hung up in the tree, the fish was dangling, and that was close to a 2-pound bass. The fish was dangling, and I'm just sitting here like, you know, trying to get it over that limb, and the hook held on the entire time. And I even gave a lot of slack and everything. So I am super, super impressed with these hooks. Definitely gonna have to pick some more up. Now, let's get down to the reason we have this video. This reel right here, the Shimano Casitas, it's a 151. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as of this very moment, hands down, my favorite reel that I have ever owned. I may do a head-to-head with the Shimano SLX versus the Shimano Casitas, but I still think that the Casitas would win. The SLX is an amazing reel and I love it, but for one, I like the overall look of the Casitas better. For two, it's more comfortable to hold. For three, I like the color better. I like the braking system better. I don't know, it's an amazing reel. But I was casting a weightless Cinco on 17-pound line further than I can cast a crankbait or a spinnerbait or anything like that on any of my other reels. And it was effortless, and it was butter, and I could cast into the wind, and it wasn't a backlash. I literally casted and hit a tree, and the backlash was so small that it took like one little pull and it was out. And I don't have it set really tight or anything. I mean, you guys can tell if I'm casting a Cinco that far, it's not tight. I knew it would be good. It's a Shimano, but I am super impressed with how well that it functions. I mean, I can't even say enough good about it. Literally, there's nothing bad. I can't tell you anything bad about this reel. And like I said earlier, I'm not a bandwagon person. I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon and be like, oh yeah, best reel ever, just because people say it is. I am the type of person that's gonna use it, and I use products that work. If they don't work, I'm not gonna use them again. For example, Googan Squad. Now, don't hate on me yet, just give me a second. So people will jump up and say Googan Squad has the best lures without even using them. That's not me. So I will tell you, if I use them and they work, then they're great. With all that being said, I love Googan Squad stuff. Their Bandito bug is one of my favorite baits of all time. I absolutely love it. It just flat out catches fish. I can catch a largemouth with it and then go to the creek and catch a smallmouth with it, and it's one of the best creature style baits that I've ever used. Now granted, I'm not saying there's not better ones, I'm just my opinion. But we're getting off track here a little bit. Like I said, I am not a bandwagon person, but I will tell you right now, this is by far the best bait casting reel I have ever used. I love it. And I'm probably gonna get some more, because for the price, I mean, usually you get what you pay for, but when it comes to this, I feel like you get more than what you paid for. I mean, like I said, you can get this for around $100. It's like 115, something like that, depending on where you buy it. And it performs right up there with the $200 and $300 reels. So overall, super impressed. I'm super happy that I made the purchase, and I would already go as far as recommending it. Even though I've only fished it for a couple hours, I would recommend this reel 100%, because I know the trust that comes behind the name Shimano. But that's gonna have to do it for today. I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's amazing. I love it, and there's nothing bad for me to say about it. So that's all I got. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, drop a comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on post notifications so YouTube will notify you when I upload and you won't miss any of my future content. And you guys stay tuned for the SLX Casitas head-to-head video, because that's definitely going to be coming soon. I want to give this just a little bit more time and put out a full review first. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support, and I will catch you on the next one.